Hi friends, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are making Birria Tacos in our Instant Pot. This traditional Mexican dish is made with tender beef that is infused with a smoky blend of dried chilies, garlic, onions, tomatoes, and aromatic spices like cumin, cloves, and cinnamon. The meat is then nestled into corn tortillas with cheese, fresh tomatoes, onions, cilantro, and a squeeze of fresh lime. Crispy, drippy, and delicious is the only way to describe these tacos. A true showstopper at any taco party. To start, we will cube around 4 pounds of beef chuck roast. This is my personal favorite cut for this recipe because chuck steak is marbled with fat that renders down during its time in the Instant Pot, adding a deep, savory flavor to both the consommé and meat. Not to mention how deliciously tender it becomes in the end. Season the beef with 2 heaping teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of pepper. I let the meat sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. This allows the salt to penetrate the beef and also draws out moisture, which helps form a beautiful crust during the searing process. Let's talk about the star ingredients of this dish, the peppers, or chilies as they're called in Mexico. Guajillo chilies form the backbone of the birria sauce. With mild heat and a slightly sweet, tangy, and smoky flavor, they add balance to the overall flavor profile without overwhelming heat. Ancho chilies provide a sweet and earthy flavor with notes of raisins and chocolate that enhances the complexity of the sauce. And finally, this recipe calls for Arbol chilies. However, my grocery store did not have them, so I opted for red chilies. These are optional. While not overwhelmingly spicy, red chilies add just enough heat to excite the palate. Remove the seeds and piths, also known as the ribs, from the peppers. Pepper seeds can add a bitter taste to the sauce, which might overpower the rich, smoky, and sweet flavors of the chilies. Removing them ensures a smoother, more balanced flavor. The seeds can also carry residual spiciness, so removing them will help control the spice of the dish. And just as a side note, seeds do not break down very well in the cooking process or even in the blender. I can go on and on about why to remove the seeds from these peppers, but these are only personal views, so do what is best for you and your palate. If you're enjoying today's video, I would like to invite you to click the like button and subscribe to the channel so this way you don't miss any more uploads. It's completely free to subscribe and it really does help out my channel so much. Now we are going to broil our vegetables. I love doing this step. It might seem a bit extra, but trust me, it completely changes the dish into something extraordinary. So peel a medium yellow onion and cut it into quarters. Also, half 2 Roma tomatoes and add to a baking sheet along with 6 cloves of garlic. No need to remove the skin as it will roast in the oven. Place the veggies under a broiler for 4 to 6 minutes and then set aside. Next, we are going to rehydrate our peppers. In a large pot, cover chilies with water, bring to a simmer, and simmer for 15 minutes. Be sure to reserve 1 cup of cooking liquid before draining. At this point, my beef has been sitting for about 30 minutes and it's time to sear. Add 1 tablespoon canola oil to your Instant Pot and set it to sauté. Once it's hot, sear your beef about 2 minutes per side. Work in batches, being careful not to overcrowd the pot. This will lead to boiled beef instead of the sear that we want. part we've all been waiting for, preparing the sauce. To a high-power blender, add in the chilies along with the 1 cup reserved chili liquid and 3 cups of beef broth. Next, add in your tomatoes, onions, and garlic that have been broiled. Just squeeze the garlic off the skin. It should be nice and soft and come right out. Add in 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, a half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, a half a teaspoon of cloves, and 2 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of pepper. Blend this on high power for 1 to 2 minutes until the sauce is nice and smooth. Returned seared beef to your Instant Pot and top with the birria sauce. Forgive me for my poor accent. Although I am married to a Peruvian, I never learned how to properly roll my R's. Anyway, give this a good stir, cover, and pressure cook for 55 minutes. Once time is up, release the pressure. The beef will be fall apart tender, but I wanted to show you this amazing little gadget that shreds anything and everything in a fraction of the time. All you have to do is put the meat in the chamber, cover the lid, and use the handles to rotate it a few times, and voila, perfectly shredded meat. I especially love the non-slip base that adds the extra stability and keeps it where it belongs during use. This is not sponsored, by the way, I just love it. I'll link it below in the description for you if you're interested, but I do highly recommend it. Once you're finished shredding all of the beef, return it to the Instant Pot for 10 minutes. This will allow the sauce to sink even further into the meat, making it even more tender. This next step is optional, but I feel like it enhances the dish to another level. To a frying pan, add shredded beef and allow to cook over medium heat for about 5 minutes. This will caramelize the meat, giving it another depth of flavor. To prepare your tacos, strain about 1.5 cups of the beef consommé into a bowl. Now you're going to dip in one of your corn tortillas and dredge it on both sides until it's completely saturated. Add it to the pan and top it with the beef and your favorite toppings. I am using fresh diced tomatoes, onions, cilantro, Mexican cheese, and of course, a fresh squeeze of lime juice. I won't lie, but I'll tell you, right after flipping this taco, my camera died, and I didn't realize until I was done cooking all of our tacos. So I apologize, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. The recipe, of course, is in the description below, and if you did enjoy today's video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more delicious recipes like this one. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye for now.